Hunter and Blake Bradley, the Thunder Rangers. They were not cursed by magic, but by a lie that rotted their hearts. Raised in the shadows of the Thunder Academy, these brothers were fed a dark story that the heroic sensei of the Wind Rangers had murdered their parents. For years they trained only for revenge, turning themselves into elite shadows designed to kill. They didn't just fight. They hunted their prey with a cold, silent rage. They were the storm that almost destroyed the last hope of the world. Their redemption came through the pain of the truth. They discovered that their master, the villain Lothar, was the one who actually spilled their parents' blood. The very man they served was the monster they should have been hunting. They joined the heroes, but their hearts remained heavy with the weight of their mistakes. They ended their journey as guardians of a dead academy. Two brothers who lost their childhood to a lie. They are heroes now, but they live with the permanent fear of being deceived again. Heckyl, a man trapped between two souls. He was once a hero from the planet Sentai 6 who tried to save his world from a cursed power, but that very act turned his life into a living prison. He became a cage for Snide, a violent monster born from pure hate that shared his body. For centuries, Heckyl was a gentleman of destruction, forced to watch from the inside as his own hands burned galaxies and crushed lives. He was a victim of his own courage. His redemption came through a painful physical separation, finally ripping the monster out of his skin. He helped the Rangers win the final war, but his victory was hollow. He is a survivor of a dead planet, a king of ashes who lost everyone he ever loved to the darkness. He ended his journey as the Dark Ranger, a guardian of the same cursed energy that ruined his life. He is a hero of the shadows, forever haunted by the silence of a home that no longer exists, knowing that no matter how many worlds he saves, he can never save his own. Merrick, the Lunar Wolf Ranger, a man who paid for victory with 3,000 years of darkness. Long ago, Merrick made a desperate choice. To save his world from a great evil, he put on a forbidden wolf mask, even though he knew it was cursed. The mask did not just give him power, it stole his soul. He was transformed into Zen-Aku, a heartless monster that lived only for violence. For centuries, he wandered the earth as a shadow, a beast that forgot its own name and attacked its oldest friends. His redemption was loud and violent. During a massive battle, the Power Rangers shattered the mask, finally letting the man inside breathe again. But Merrick was not truly free. He was a man out of time, a ghost from the past who could never fit into the modern world. He chose to live as a lone wolf, wandering the forests alone. His darkest secret is that Zen-Aku is still there. The monster's spirit follows him like a cold shadow, a permanent reminder that even if the mask is broken, the beast inside never truly dies. Tommy Oliver, the Green Ranger. He was the ultimate weapon of Rita Repulsa, created to be a cold-blooded killer. He was not born evil. He was kidnapped and brainwashed using a piece of magic green wax. Tommy became a nightmare for the Power Rangers, systematically destroying their home and banishing their mentor into a silent void. His power came from the Sword of Darkness, a cursed blade that kept his mind trapped in a world of hate. But his redemption was paid for in violence. During a final duel, the Red Ranger shattered the evil sword, breaking the spell and freeing Tommy's mind. However, the darkness did not leave him completely. He was forced to watch his powers die slowly as the green candle melted away, knowing that his strength was a gift from a monster. He ended his dark journey as a broken warrior, haunted by the memories of the people he hurt. Even as a hero, he carried a permanent scar on his soul, a cold reminder that the evil he once served was always waiting for him. To fail again, Ryan Mitchell, the Titanium Ranger. His life is a tragedy born from a desperate choice. As a child, he was stolen by a demon named Diabolico after his father made a deal with the devil to save his life. For 20 years, Ryan was raised in a dark, hellish dimension, fed with lies and taught to hate his own family. He returned as a vengeful soldier, using the stolen titanium morpher to destroy everything his father loved. But the truth shattered his world. When he learned his father never stopped looking for him, he broke free from the demon's control. However, his redemption came with a death sentence. Diabolico cursed him with a cobra tattoo on his back. Every time Ryan morphed to save lives, the snake moved higher toward his neck. If it reached the top, he would die instantly. Ryan ended his journey as a man, living on borrowed time, carrying a literal mark of death on his skin. He was a hero who knew that every victory brought him one step closer to his own grave, a prisoner of a curse that he could never truly escape. Trent Mercer, the White Dino Ranger. He was a victim of a dark inheritance, trapped between the love for his father and the hunger of a monster. Trent did not choose the darkness. It chose him when he touched the White Dino gem, a stone coated with pure, biological evil. The gem didn't just give him power, it rewrote his mind, turning a kind artist into a silent predator. He was the white shadow that hunted the Rangers, faster and more violent than anything they had ever faced. But his true nightmare was not a spell, but himself. Even after he broke free, his own evil came to life as a cold, heartless clone. Trent had to face a version of himself that had no soul, a reflection of what he almost became. He won the battle, but the victory left him hollow. He ended his journey by sacrificing his powers to save the world, returning to his art with hands that could never forget the feeling of a blade. He is a hero now, but he remains a man who looked into the mirror and saw a monster. Looking back, a darkness that he killed but could never truly bury. Corone, known to the universe as Astronema, the cold queen of evil. She was not born a monster. She was a stolen child, kidnapped from her home and raised in a world of shadows. For years, she was a brainwashed puppet, serving the United Alliance of Evil. She was so dangerous that her masters eventually turned her into a cyborg, stripping away her last bit of human emotion just to keep her loyal. She was a conqueror who brought darkness to entire galaxies. Her redemption came at a terrible price, the death of Zordon. When the sage died, a wave of pure light washed over the universe, melting away her metal parts and restoring her soul. But the darkness did not vanish. Corone spent the rest of her life haunted by the ghost of Astronema. To earn her place as a hero, she had to face her own evil reflection and offer her life to save others. She ended her journey as the Pink Ranger, but her eyes never lost the sadness of a queen who once destroyed worlds. She is a hero now, but she lives forever with the blood of millions on her hands. Leanbow, the wolf warrior. He was once the greatest defender of magic, a noble hero who sacrificed himself to seal the gates of the underworld. But his courage was met with a fate worse than death. Trapped in the deep darkness, his mind was shattered and rewritten by a demon king. He was transformed into Korag, the night wolf, a heartless warrior in purple armor who served the very evil he once fought. For years, Leanbow was a prisoner inside his own body, forced to strike down his allies and even his own wife. He was a monster with a code of honor, a ghost of a man who did not remember his own name. His redemption was a slow, painful awakening, triggered by the face of his son, the Red Ranger. He broke the chains of the underworld, but he could never truly take off the armor. He ended his journey wearing the skin of the beast that destroyed his life. He is a hero now, but he remains a shadow of the man he used to be, forever haunted by the lives he took while he was trapped in the dark